And we're live.
Oh yeah, and welcome everybody to a show about shows. The same New Year, same show.
Oh, you
Maybe a
lasted a good 5 seconds there, Dutch.
I did my best.
New year, new year, same show about shows. All right, take it back.
There you go. See, okay. So, new show, same about shows. So anyway, I'm happy to, we're
That,
here
that
for.
also wasn't it.
I don't care. You know what? We're here. We're having fun. Everyone knows it. They know that I don't do great in the cold openings ever, but I do it anyway. We have a lot this week. Not really in the way of reviews because we do our, we're getting to that end of the year feel, but we have a lot of
Beginning of the year.
TVs. Yeah, we have a lot of TV, and we have our 10 most anticipated 2021 shows, and I can't wait to hear yours because I'm looking at my list. There's so many that I couldn't squeeze in on it, but I had to go with the 10 that I would personally love. So you and I, we might be totally different, like we were last year. Where we're going to review my very first, my number one film that I wanted to see in 2020. I finally hammered that in. That's what we're going to review tonight as well. So I can't wait. It was my number one on my list last year. So I finally got to it. But Jordan, tell us what you're up to. Tell us what we're going. You're my tag team colleague. Go for it, buddy.
Well, first, just to throw out names in case you didn't hear names, Dutch McAllister, JPO, Jordan Pierce Owens. These are your hosts. No, man, like you said, we're at the beginning of the year, so we got a couple. We got a couple though in there. You saw two. I saw one. Oh, I see. I didn't even look at the notes. I see you finally saw you, David. Good. I'm happy to hear about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, man, we're talking anticipated. Got some fun news and notes out there for you as well. I also got a little extra treat that I'll divulge a little bit later. But yeah, let's kick it off, man. You start off.
Well, the first movie I'm actually interested in as well. The movie is called Kajillionaire. Two con artists have spent 26 years training their only daughter to swindle, scam, and steal at every turn. During a desperate and hastily conceived heist, they charm a stranger into joining them only to have their entire world turned upside down. This is starring Evan Rachel Wood, Richard Jenkins, Deborah Winger, Gina Rodriguez, and Mike Ivaner. I think that's how you say it. So, right? Ivaner. But tell me about this because this is like a quirky, grifty type show, and I've been wanting to see it. I just haven't had a chance to take a look at it. So, tell us what you think.
So this is my one movie of the week, and this is a good one, man. This is some good, decent, high praise here. So this is from director Miranda July, who's only made a couple films before this. I didn't see her last one, but her first one was Me, You, Everyone We Know, and that film was also about some quirky characteristics. It's about, to a degree, in loneliness and wanting to fit in, and there's those elements are also here as well. Funny enough, when I first saw that film in 2006, 2007, I didn't like it that much because I just think I was too young and I actually thought it was too quirky for me. But I've grown to really appreciate that film, and I really appreciate this one here as well. All the performances are on cue here. Wood is fantastic. Winger is really great too. I think they have a little more meatier things to do than Jenkins, although he always delivers as well. And then Rodriguez even gets wrapped up. I've really enjoyed her screen presence as well. She gets wrapped up in this peculiar family who, from the get go, they have certain sets of rules and reasons. And oh man, I'm trying to think what's Rachel Wood's character name. Her name even is a really weird character name, and you do find out later on the history behind her name as well. And
I believe it's Old Dolio.
yeah, old Dolio. Yeah, her name
Dolio.
is Dolio, and there's a reason behind it. I won't give it away because you should watch the movie. But it's just, man, it's. There's some really great quieter moments here. There's a scene that's almost completely black with a little bit, and then it goes and it evolves. I really enjoyed this kind of. I always love a movie that can show you almost like a new world in a way, a new world in our normal world, and it does that pretty well here. I really enjoyed it. Pretty decent recommendation. Maybe a late contender for one of my top 15, 20 of the year. I give it 4 stars. I quite enjoyed it.
See it. I've been wanting to see it. I just, like I said, it's hard to figure out what I want to watch, when we can watch it. Is it on the streaming service? Did you just buy it, or how did you come about it?
No, this is back when I was doing those Netflix DVDs.
Oh, okay. So you can get it on Netflix DVD,
Yeah,
which is
still a thing. It's still a thing. I swear. Although I stopped it because I didn't want to. I did the free month and went. I'm good.
yeah. Well, they'll give you another free month in about another month, so you'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Nah, it'll be longer than a month, but probably 6 months to a year, and I'll go sure.
Oh man. Oh
All
man.
right, let's go over to you now, my friend. You're talking the personal history of David Copperfield. The life of David Copperfield is chronicled from youth into adulthood. This stars Dev Patel, Tilda Swinton. I'm guessing Swinton, right?
Swinton, yeah.
Okay, because you put Swindon. Hugh
Okay.
Laurie, Peter Capaldi, Rosalind Elizer, and Benedict Wong. All right, so I do remember you talked about this last year as one of your most anticipated. You finally got around to seeing it. I do want to see it at some point too. What you got?
Well, we got the team up of Tilda and Wong back again from Doctor Strange.
Oh,
So a little bit of the Marvel verse comes in on this Disney production. But yes, it is a magical ride. It's a story of as the title says, is David Copperfield, played wonderfully by Dave Patel. I just love him as an actor. I've loved him since the show Skins on the BBC. A very young actor, and then as he goes up, and just watch him develop every time as an actor over and over and over again. Spoiler, there might be something on the top 10 anticipated with him in it as well, because anytime I see him, I really have to watch it. Tilda Swinton again delivers. Hugh Laurie is unbelievable as Mr. Dick, who is the cousin of Tilda, who's the aunt of David Copperfield, and then you have, of course, former Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi, as well as the Grifter. Just basically, the very, let's just say, not gentlemanly gentleman, to some who owes creditors money left and right. But yeah, it is just a foundation of how he was born, what his life was like. And it could be the way I think they wrapped it up was something along the lines as some may think it's fiction and some may think it's nonfiction and some may think it's fiction, but I can tell you the characters are all the same or something like that. And it's just in a very touching, well done auto pick that didn't even make you think that it was an old, back in the day type film. Just the characters that run amok in this film is just unbelievable. Benedict Wong, I just forgot Wong. What was his name? Help me out. I just went blank on his name.
And Wong. What do you mean? I don't know.
Yeah, Benedict Wong. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You said it 3 times.
Yeah, I know. I almost messed up on it. But anyway, what he did in there, he plays a character as well that gives David Copperfield a chance, even though he's a drunkard as well, and he has his flaws. And so David takes these characters and that's where you see him in his books later about these people that shaped and molded his life. It's a wonderful film. I can't speak highly any more highly of it. I gave it 5 snowflakes. Just a wonderful cast, just wonderfully presented. Oh man, it is just a good film. Very good film, and I was very happy and pleased that it was on my number 1 list to watch for 2020.
Well, hot diggity damn. No, that's a good, man. Good to know here. I like the director too. Directed In the Loop, which I really liked a couple years back. So cool.
Yeah. This next film we're going to talk about is over on Apple Plus. It's one of their first forays into the animation ways of them doing films. Little do you know, if you remember, Pixar was once owned by Apple until they sold it to Disney. So go figure. But Wolfwalkers is what we're going to talk about this time. It's in a time of superstition and magic, when wolves are seen as demonic in nature and evil to be tamed, a young apprentice hunter, Robin, comes to Ireland with her father to wipe out the last pack. But when Robin saves a wild native girl, Meb, their friendship leads her to discover the world of the Wolfwalkers and transforms her into the very thing her father is tasked to destroy. This has the talented voices of Honor. I'm going to mess this one up. Honor is her first name. Knefsky. See, I'm very bad with that. Sean Bean, Ava Whitaker, Simon McBurney, and Maria Doyle Kennedy round out the very robust cast. It is a story of set back into like the 1600s of Ireland, and these people are just terrified of wolves. They just want to knock down all the trees, the forest, and basically tame the lands and make them what they are. And it's a touching tale about friendship and understanding, and that not everything that you used to believe is credible. If you know the wolves are not as bad as people think they were. They thought they would come in and just destroy and rape and pillage the city, so they built walls up to keep them out. And Sean Bean's character is the father of young Robin, who's tasked of trying to destroy these. And Robin, wanting to basically follow in her father's footsteps, goes out hunting where she meets Meb. And during that altercation, she gets bit. And when she gets bit, she becomes a werewolf walker, basically. Is what happens is when she goes to sleep, her spirit then becomes a wolf. And so she comes out, and and everyone sees her as a wolf and not as a human. But when she's awake, she's a human, and the wolf resides inside. It's just a touching tale, a very interesting show. It took me about 20 minutes to really get into it, but once I got into it, it was just it's a wonderful ride. The family should love it. If you have if your kids like good animation, this is again a throwback to draw animation, and I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 snowflakes over there on Apple Plus. Again, a network or a pay over the top service, which is unbelievably good. It's starting to grow on me every time I see things, but Wolfwalkers, fantastic movie. So get a chance, watch it for your kids, watch it for yourself.
Yeah, I've heard good things. Former guest on the show, Steve Mesa, this was in his top 5, if not number 1 of the year. He gave me some high praise for this as well. So yeah, hey, short list of movies this week, but looks like a good list of movies this week. All positive recommendations: Kajillionaire, Wolfwalkers, and the History of David Copperfield. Go see all 3 of them, guys. 4 to 5-star reviews all across the board here. No stinkers this week.
No clunks, thank God. It's been a while, hasn't it, to have a crisp, non-clunky film that we do. But I got to tell you, what we do love, though, is also television, and we're talking television. I'll chime in on this first one as well. You finished this up just recently, I believe. Number 1 on the list right here is Mandalorian over on Disney+. What was your take on this season 2 of Mandalorian?
Yeah, so admittedly, I was behind. Please, no hate mail. Don't threaten my life. I was behind on Mandalorian, but I quickly kind of went through season. I actually even had to finish up season 1 and season 2 here. Sorry, I'm a horrible human being. I know.
Nothing's wrong with that.
No, it's a very fun show. It's extremely well written and paced. Not really much bad to say about it. A little bit of a lot of ex machinas, where it's like, oh, he's screwed. Oh, here comes that one character. Oh, he's screwed. Oh, the thing just came in to save him. But there's moments where you'll laugh. Even the ending, obviously no spoilers. Just a little bit of a tear in my eye here, and I shouldn't be tearing up over a little green thing, but I am. It's an extremely well made show here. I've everyone from workers to friends. They're all like, "Well, we want that season 3 already." I'm like, "You gotta wait. Let them film it." So, good stuff for Mandalorian. This little indie show.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I thought the second season took it right off where the first season ended, and didn't let you down at all. There was no regrets, and it was a good ride. Can't wait, as you say. 2021. They're saying that it's going to come out, but when we don't know. And you know what? I'm okay. Let's pace ourselves, people. We don't need to eat so quickly at the table, because there's a lot of great shows that'll be coming out this year. I am excited for some of mine. But we'll see how that goes along.
Great guest stars too. They were also very smart about bringing back characters that people liked, like Bill Burr, Katie Sackhoff. I really enjoyed Horatio Sands. This is a couple episodes, so they're really good about that too. I was very excited when they brought back Bill Burr and look, it's Sasha Banks.
Yeah, that's I thought it was always a pretty cool thing, because I remember I was watching it and I was like, I didn't know she was in it, because she doesn't go by her wrestling name, she goes by her given name, which is I think a very clever way to do the business if you're going to go into the acting world. The next one I have not heard of, but it's over there on Fox. Is it first season? I'm thinking Great North. What is that about?
New animated show coming to Fox here. I'm back on the Hulu. So checking out some new shows that are premiering here. I got 3 of them that are all brand new, spanking new for you. Great North, it adds to that animation lineup you see on Sundays with Family Guy, Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, Bless the Hearts, and Duncanville, I believe, is the other one that's coming back sooner or later. I enjoy this one here. It's actually probably my favorite new show of the 3 that I'm going to talk about. Nick Offerman he's the main dad, and he's very Nick Offerman-ish. He's very manly in the wilderness with this kid, not wilderness, but like the Alaskan, frontier and the toughness of it. So I enjoy the main kid as well here. It's cute. It's something that I will give more tries to, and I'm fine with it so far. And that's gonna be kind of the thorough line in all my reviews here. It's like they're fine. I'll give them a little bit more here.
Well, it's early in the season, so you can't really judge them too quickly, and that's important. The next one you have is also on Fox. This one has Mayim Bialik starring in it, called Call Me Cat? Call Me Cat?
Call Me Cat. Yeah, she's a girl who's, I'm in my mid-30s and I'm not married and mom wants me to find a man and I own a cat bar, which I totally want to go to a cat bar. Can we find one when the world gets back to normal? I like that idea.
It would be interesting, yeah. I do like the premise of the cat bar. You can go in there and just pet cats, I guess.
So she's definitely, to me, the driving force and the reason why I'll give it a couple more shots, because she, to me, is very charming and very likable here. Always breaking, like Deadpool, the fourth wall here. There's multiple moments of the show where she's like, did you see that? So it's kind of cute. It kind of works here. A couple other slightly familiar faces you might have seen from other things.
I saw Leslie Jordan. He's hilarious as always.
He's exactly what you imagine him to be. He's very Leslie Jordan. Where did he come from, by the way? I just know him as like this weird guest star.
I don't know where he originated from. He might have been on Evening Shades, if I'm not mistaken, with the Burt Reynolds back in the day. But I'm not sure what else he's done. But I just enjoy him. He's funny. I've seen him on TikTok. I've seen him on Twitter. He just makes me laugh. He's just hilarious when he does things.
And he is in the pilot too. He is a pretty big focus on the pilot of her bringing him to like a big dance thing. And there's a nice little dance off and. So yeah, it's fine. Like I said, I'll give it a couple more. Call Me Cat.
The next show we're going to talk about is over on Netflix, and it's the history of swear words. Yes, Nicolas Cage. Yes, absolutely. That's the first word they talk about. Nicolas Cage hosts this lovely show about the origins of swear words, from the F word to the S word to the, you just come up with a word. And then some of them are kind of mundane words. I think the word damn is bantered just briefly, but you can't go through all the good ones in the first season, right? That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, Nicolas Cage is a hoot to host this, and he takes it with gravitas. There's a scene talking about the choice of, I think in the first episode he says we're gonna just pull an actor out of the sky and go over what kind of cursing that he does in most of his films, and all of a sudden it is a picture of a young Nicolas Cage. Doesn't even look like the Nicolas Cage on the thing, and he's like, I don't know who this actor is, but as you can see, 71% of the word times are F, the F word, and you're like, oh, that's funny, because it's, and he breaks down on a script how many times during a movie he said it. And they actually tell you who the number one, the F word getter is. I'm not going to spoil that for you. You got to tune in to watch it. But it is a fun show to watch. I binged all 6 episodes like that so quick. Other than that, it's a must watch. Have you seen it yet, Jordan?
No, I haven't. I don't know. I'm always weird with documentaries, so I'll probably check it out because I like cursing and I like Nick.
It's a lot of comedians too. Sarah Silverman's in it and a whole bunch of others, and they just talk about their words and how, what they think about it. It's just a fun time. That's all it is. And you get some history as well. The next one, we're flipping back over to the old Apple Plus. I briefly talked about it last week, but season 2 of Dickinson is up and running. I just binged the first season just recently, but the second season is just picks up, and the energy is still there. Makes me just, Haley Steinfeld is just unbelievably talented. She's going to be in the Hawkeye movie, TV show later on this year as well. So this year is her year to show her acting chops, I think. There's a lot of other actresses and actors. We'll talk about that a little later about who I think is going to shine the most. But I think, though, this show is just an unbelievable hoot. And it's very off base for history, but they nail the character of Emily Dickinson spot on. And I just think it's just a good, fun show, 30-minute watch. And it's, it's a little departure from last year. Last year was about death. Now it's about popularity. So we'll see how that turns out. And the next one we have is over on the Peacock Network called NBC. Mr. Mayor, I believe Ted Danson is in this one. What you're going to talk about this, Jordan? What about this show?
I added this, just watched this a couple hours actually before we filmed. Mr. Mayor, you got Ted Danson, Holly Hunter, and I'm very happy to see Bobby Moynihan back on TV as well here. Of the 3 shows, this is the definition of fine so far here. I definitely think this could grow. This is definitely something I almost feel like I need to see a couple more of, because right now it's just okay. It makes sense to give, Ted Danson, he's coming off The Good Place where he was nominated for stuff, so I can see why someone jumped on getting him back on television right away. Holly Hunter, actually, and Kyla Kennedy, who was on the much too short-lived Speechless show, I think are the 2 scene stealers here. The women are leading the show as far as funny for me here. So I think you definitely grow. I think you're just kind of planting the seeds here. So I'll give it a couple more shots here, just based on the cast here. Mr. Mayor, which is also, it's just on normal NBC as well.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I love Ted Danson. I think he's very good at comedy, from Cheers to Becker to The Good Place to this. He did take that little respite over at CSI for just a moment, but it just didn't fit for me.
I also enjoyed him on, did you ever see it's not that long, Bored to Death on HBO?
No, I never got to see that.
Yeah, that's him, Jason Schwartzman, and Zach Galifianakis, and he smokes a lot of weed on that show, Ted Danson.
Yeah, and I like it when he pops up on your favorite show, Curb Your Enthusiasm, as well.
Yeah, he's great as Ted Danson.
As Ted Danson, absolutely. So, brother, you want to bring us into this next round here, because that's all we got for TV. But next week, join us again. We'll talk more about great television, because the year's just starting, and there's so many on my list that we will cover. So, what do we got for him?
Speaking of the year, my friend, I think you know where we're going with this. We're talking the year 2021. Lots of movies coming out here. Hopefully, if they don't get delayed again. I got news about delays in my news and notes. So, because
I hope not.
If you remember, there's a few of these that might have been on our list last year. So
A lot of these are from my list, I think, a little bit last year.
this might be a little bit of a repeat if you compare this to our episode from last year. In fact, I have it up here. It was we actually did before the year ended. We did, or at least it aired on December 31st of last year. Then we did our list last year. So, and there might be a couple of repeats here, but a couple of new ones as well that we didn't know.
Oh yeah, there's a few good ones I think that are going to be a little different that I didn't know about, and now I think that's what helps a little bit. Even though everything gets pushed away, new things percolate. So we'll see, and I can't wait to hear you. Do you have? I just want to make sure because I do have them. I have honorable mentions that couldn't make it into the top 10. You have those, correct? I just want to.
Yeah, as you said before earlier, this definitely could have been a top 20 even. I probably could have squeezed it out 25 pretty easily. There's some good stuff on here. I might even throw in later on just some honorables just as like things like, oh, this looks interesting because you got stuff with like Ridley Scott's doing a movie with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I almost had to throw that on there, but I just haven't seen enough of it yet. So, But yeah, a lot of good stuff coming in. My honorables, though, I got 5 of them for you. Coming to America, it was super high last year, but just because it's close enough, I kind of left it off. Black Widow, Uncharted, Dune, Don't Hate Me, and Mission Impossible 7 are on my honorables. My top 10 are just things that I'm so intrigued in, and also I just went with things that my heart just wants to see. Coming in at my number 10 here, Free Guy. I love the little world that they're building here. It kind of looks like a little Wreck-It Ralph-ish, but in the real world here of Ryan Reynolds. They've been having a fun time talking about the release date, the whole cast. It's something that I've been looking forward to for a little while. I think we would have had it back in not that long ago, probably about a month ago. I think is when we were originally supposed to have it, or a few months ago. But I'm looking forward to it. Free Guy comes in at my number 10.
I gotta be honest. Did they even tell us when that's coming out soon? It's coming out soon, right?
I currently have it listed as May 21st.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I had no idea if it was coming out. I would have put that on my honorable mentions, but I couldn't figure it out. I give up because some of them I just don't know anymore. But yeah, here are my honorable mentions, and you're gonna slap me around. So don't slap me around. I didn't slap you around. I have Morbius. I think right. Suicide Squad 2, Venom.
No, I'm slapping you.
Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
I'm slapping you again.
the Matrix 4, and Snake Eyes. Those are the honorable mentions that I do have. But my number 10, it looks just so good. It's going to be out on Netflix, I think. Earlier, it says February 5th on my notes. Malcolm and Marie with Zendaya and Denzel Washington's kid. I can't remember. John David Washington from Tenet as well. But those are the only 2 in this film, my friend. And it just looks classic. It's black and white. It's about a marriage. Another one of those type of films where basically a girlfriend and a man is in this, and they're just looking at the relationship and everything about them. And it just looks very good in the previews that I've seen, and it just makes me really want to watch it. So, Malcolm and Marie, my number 10. Oh, and it will be on. It comes out. It says on February 5th. February 5th.
Very, very good. Yeah, I got to see more. Actually, I haven't even seen the trailer yet. I looked earlier. I was like, oh, I'm behind on trailers, so I got to see that trailer here. Coming up for my number 9 here. Right now it says June 11th. We'll see. Ghostbusters Afterlife here, the new Ghostbusters film from the director of the son of the first movie, Jason instead of Ivan Reitman. I believe is doing this one here. So Paul Rudd, and supposedly the original cast is back for this one here. So I like that it's trailing back here. The last one that we saw was Melissa McCarthy, which I didn't hate, but no one loved. Went over the top and went for that big wackiness, and it kind of showed. I feel like this is going to maybe be a little bit more of a homegrown tale and more about the characters here. And I'm still just super intrigued. It's one of those movies that I still feel like we haven't really scratched the surface. It's exactly what's going to happen here. So that's my number 9. Looking forward to Ghostbusters.
Well, my number 9 was one of your honorable mentions, and that's Coming to the number 2, America. They switched that out. How clever are they? Again, Eddie Murphy reprising his role as Akeem and coming to America to find his long lost son. And this has Wesley Snipes. I actually looked at the cast. John Amos is in it, so we know Mr. McDowell and McDowell's will be in it. So I can't wait to see how that goes. And it just looks so funny by just bringing back the barbershop scene alone made me laugh. So I am so excited. I'm so giddy. This one comes out. It says here on my notes, and again, it won't be switching because this is going to come out on Amazon Prime. 3/5, so March 5th it's scheduled to drop on Prime, and so it will be a bunch of just visiting. It's like comfort food for me, so I can't wait. And we'll see. And let's see how Wesley Snipes is too. I like Wesley Snipes, very underused, and he was great in Dolomite, that movie on Netflix as well with Eddie Murphy. So I can't wait to see this. So
No, I'm with you, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it myself here. Speaking of that, of course, number 8, another movie. Oh, we should have had Candyman being produced, co-written by Jordan Peele here. Yahya Abdul-Mateen the second, who could be not Oscar nominated. Who knows? We'll see. But I love the preview. I love the people that are behind it here. This is also a horror film that I think could be reworked. It makes sense for me for a reboot here. So got a couple horror films I'm looking forward to this year. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And Candyman is my number 8.
well, it did make my list. I did see it. I was thinking about it as an honorable. I'm not a horror fan, but I'm not going to say I didn't rank one. I'm just going to say that I did rank one this year. But the one that I got next on my number 8, this one will be The Green Knight with Dave Patel. He's basically, it's a medieval type show. So there's going to be a little bit of sorcery and a little bit of it looks like it's going to be a great epic tale, an epic journey. And again, this was supposed to come out last year, but it didn't. I am a very big fan of Dave Patel. I will watch him until the cows come home. And he's just, like I said, I'm glad that Hollywood's finally opening up their eyes and seeing that you don't have to have the standard lead. And when I say standard lead, a white male as a lead in Hollywood, because he is as good as it gets. He may not sell high dollar tickets, but the man can act. And that he draws me to these films, and so that's why I put that up at my number 8, The Green Knight.
Very good, actually. That's a trailer I haven't seen either. That looks good.
It trust me, when you get a chance, watch it. It's very good.
But no, and also too, I'm just with you too. He's a great actor, so yeah, definitely happy to see him. He's someone like, as you saw with Copperfield, and now this can play more or less anything you need him to. Coming up now, 7 for me, A Quiet Place 2. Another movie that I think about a year out. I think we're 2-3 weeks away from seeing it before the pandemic. So follow up here. Got a little bit of Krasinski back, probably at the beginning, or maybe thrown out in flashbacks. Cillian Murphy, who I'm a big fan of. I feel like I haven't seen him a lot for a while, but not recently. So like I said, I'm down for it. You know what I mean? A little trepidations at first is because I love the first one so much that you do kind of wonder, okay, what more can you do with this? But I think I have faith that they'll find a way here. And Emily Blunt is one of the best living ladies. So Quiet Place 2 comes into my number 7.
Yeah, and I'll be talking about that a little later in my countdown. My number 7, it is a Tom Holland film. Which Tom Holland film? There's a few of them coming out this year, but I am going to go with the one that I can't wait when I heard about it. Uncharted, of all things. Uncharted. I love the video game. I finished playing the first one just recently. I'm trying to get to the second one. I have all of them, so I'm playing them all in order. And at first, when they were thinking about doing it, they said Nathan Fillion. But then even Nathan Fillion said, I'm a little getting too old for this, type of deal. But Tom Holland, is perfectly aged. You can do more with him as time goes on if Uncharted is a big hit and they do it well. So and so it could grow with him if he decides to go that way. So it's one of those things. This is an action adventure I can't wait to see. And that's it, Uncharted. And that comes out, I think, July. Hold on. Yep, July 16th. They have that slated. And if I didn't say it, the Green Knight is July 30th, is what they're looking at for that.
Very, very nice here. Yeah, I mean, I definitely am looking forward to it here. It's been a movie for several years that I think a lot of people have gone, this could be something. You know what I mean? It could definitely be a movie because the game is a movie. You know what I mean? That's what's so good about
Oh,
the
absolutely.
is that they're just it plays like a cinematic feast. So why not make a movie about it here? And it's a very if you have a good script, it's a simple script in a way. Not a simple script, but it's a good concept of just it's an action adventure, swashbuckling, and Tom
There's
Holland.
like a it's like a different take on Indiana Jones.
But yeah, definitely looking forward to that as well. Here, looking forward to seeing some more looks of it. Coming up next, I think it was in your honorables. One of my multiple slaps I have to give you, Matrix 4, man. Uh, maybe it's so high on the list right now just because so we haven't seen anything. Obviously, I'm showing the old trailer here just for a little of a clarification. Um, they got Keanu back. They got I believe everyone like Moss. Oh, not everyone. Fishburne's not coming back, but Neil Patrick Harris is in it. So the original Wachowskis are returning here, the siblings. So I'm interested here. I know I'm not a huge fan of the second and third, and a lot of people might agree with that here, but I just hope that there's a reason they're coming back. They're back because they have a interesting take or a great script. I hope it's not like the fourth Jason Bourne movie where they're back just because they kind of feel nostalgic and want to play with their old toys. Like they have something maybe new or at least fun to say. So
Yeah.
right now it's high because I'm very interested in seeing where they're going to go with it. Hey, we got Keanu in a reboot last year with Bill and Ted that turned out pretty decent. Maybe we can pull out a two for here and make Matrix 4 December 22nd. My number six.
Yeah, that'll be and they're going out on HBO Max possibly. I think streaming from there, if anybody doesn't step in. The next one I have on my we're number 6, right? So number 6 is coming out according to the calendar on May 21st. It is a horror film, Jordan. Yes, a horror film, Spiral. And it's with Chris Rock. And as you told me about this film before I even knew what it was, I was like, oh no, there's no way in hell I'm going to watch this film. And then I saw the trailer and that opened my eyes and I said, wow. And Chris Rock wrote this. Chris Rock is in this. I can't wait to see what happens next. And it looks like it's a lighter fare, but it can also be dark at the same time. And I just can't wait to see it. Chris Rock is coming into his own now as an actor, because if you compare his old stuff to his new stuff, he's way better than he's ever been, and he's really putting more effort and trying to shed that slapstickiness out of him. And I think this is a good thing. Along with Fargo, I finally got to watch an episode of that, so it goes to tell me that he's really putting in the work, and I hope this is a good reward for him.
I mean, yeah, man. It's funny. I think we can both agree with what I'm about to say, which is, if it's not in my top 15 or 10, but I'm definitely excited as well. If we'd done a 20, probably would have made it. But I think we both agree with, man, if you had said we would both be this excited for a Saw 9, technically, like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have believed you. You know what I mean? But from the get go, you hear like, oh, Chris Rock like sought out this. You know what I mean? He helped produce it. He's starring in it. As you mentioned, I was going to bring up Fargo myself. He's coming in as this really kind of interesting character actor here. So it looks just as dark as the other one. Maybe this will focus more on the detectives than the killer, which is kind of interesting. Samuel L. Jackson's in it. Definitely no qualms against him being in a movie. So yeah, I'm interested in this as well. The new Saw-ish movie here. Coming up next here, my number 5, June 25th, currently scheduled. Venom. Let There Be Carnage. If you had asked a young Jordan, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 10 years old, what are some of the things you would love to see on screen? I probably would have said X-Men. Then my second would have been Venom and Carnage. I've always maybe it's just the looks of him. I've always just loved the look of Carnage, and I'm just so excited for this here. We got the teaser at the end of the last movie, and I just can't wait to see this on big screen. We haven't seen a lot of it yet. As far as looks of
Is
it,
this actual film footage from the?
Woody Harrelson. Then there's Doctor Strange, maybe. I don't know. Uh, I just want to see Carnage on the big screen. We got Cable, we've had Wolverine. All my dreams have come true, man. And Carnage is one of the last big comic book dreams of mine. So definitely excited about that.
No, like I said, I'm happy to see it in your list, but I had a feeling it would be in your list. I just I love the last one. When I say loved, it was like a 3, and it's well worth watching. I thought Tom Hardy did a great characterization. I can't wait to see.
That's why it's not higher. If I loved the last one more and it was more than a 3.5, probably a 3 actually. I would have had this higher, but because the last one was just good, not great, it's number 5.
But I like you say though, I can't wait to see where Woody Harrelson takes Carnage. I just can't wait. So that'll be interesting. Because we're halfway through. My number 5, you've already talked about. I believe it was your number 7. A Quiet Place Part 2. I guess you could call that another horror film. So I got 2 horror films in my film this year. Of course, April 23rd is when they say it's coming. But again, the trailer, I've seen it a billion times. We were almost slated to watch it the week before we got pulled away from it, and I was so excited. I couldn't wait, and I still see the same preview, and it makes me excited over again. And like you say, it'll be a thriller, and I hope it follows up. It doesn't have a sophomore slump, but again, it just looks like it's going to be another film, and I hope they don't. Like I say, I hope they don't overdo the effects. That's the problem. That's where you can get really in trouble if you keep showing the monsters. You know what I'm saying? Where over and over and over, you kind of get used to it. I like the idea of a scare tactic when you just maybe see a little bit of a glimpse, but we'll see more. I know, but I'm excited to see how this story goes and how it's being told. So number 5, Quiet Place 2.
Yeah, right on there, buddy. Coming in my number 4, October 15th. Well, October, that means it must be Halloween Kills time. I really enjoyed the reboot a couple years ago here. Jamie Lee Curtis is back. This time, I think it was Anthony Michael Hall joins the cast. Yeah, I'm just excited to see where this goes here. My hype machine is pretty high up there. David Gordon Green is back as the director. So they got 2 more coming for us. Halloween Kills, October 15th. I am ready. Number 4 for me.
Well, my number 4, you know that I'm a very big fan, and I cannot wait for this mashup of a movie to happen, and it's going to happen. Supposedly, the date that they say it's going to happen is May 21st, and that's Godzilla versus Kong. Godzilla versus Kong. I can't wait to these 2 Clash of the Titans just happen. And we're going to see some of our favorite cast. Alex Skarsgård's coming back. Millie Bobby Brown. Millie, I'm sorry. Millie Bobby Brown. I'm sorry, I call her Miley. Is coming back as well, along with Kyle Chandler and a few others. And I just can't wait. And I just hope they just let these 2 things clash and just step out of the way and let the magic happens on screen. Because when we got to see Mothra last year, and when we got to see a whole bunch of other things, for the Godzilla film, I was not disappointed. I was happy. I just, like I said, I'm so excited about this one. Oh my God, I can't wait to watch it. And this will probably be out on, I think, HBO Max as well. But again, they're fighting this one. The studio, I think Legends Studio, is actually fighting this to be in a theater more than they are wanting it to be in the TV. So we'll see what happens. They're still negotiating. So, but again, it's supposed to be slated May 21st. Godzilla v Kong. Can't wait.
Very good. What number was that for you?
That was my number 4.
My number 3 is totally different. It's Godzilla versus Kong coming to you May 21st. Yeah, we're not that far off on this one here, man. I don't know. Even though I wouldn't say I loved any of the last 2 Godzillas or Kongs, I've enjoyed all 3. I think Kong's kind of underrated. Some people talk about the characters. I'm like, there's enough going on where I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I just on the big screen here, man. This is something I actually big screen or staying at home if I had the option. I don't
I'm
know.
big. Look, I will take you to the big screen, buddy, because I will brave it. I'm hoping I got my vaccine in my body by the time it happens, because I will be there. I don't care at that point. I'll wear a bodysuit, body glove.
To me, like the epitome of just these are the two monsters that we all love. Godzilla and Kong going at it. This feels like something I need popcorn in my mouth on watching on a big screen. So I'm excited for it. I've always have been since they started planting the seeds. And yeah, I'm with you. That's my number 3.
Oh man, I'm glad to hear. My number 3 though is I like my martini shaken, not stirred. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, 007, No Time to Die, slated to hit theaters April 2nd. What else is there? It's the 007. If you don't like 007, don't see it. Okay, but Rami Malek is in it. He is the villain. I cannot wait to see his take. Again, it's just, Daniel Craig in his last outing as Bond, maybe? I don't know, but he says it is, and I don't mind if it is, because he has bled for this franchise more than any other Bond has ever done, because he does all his stunts. He's actually lost part of a finger because of it, and it's just an unbelievable thing. But yeah, and it might actually evolve Bond into something more than what some people say is sometimes a male chauvinistic guy who just uses women. We don't know what's going to happen, but I am so wanting this to happen, and I am hoping somehow I can get to the theater to watch this one.
Very, very nice there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if it did. I hope that it does something slightly different. That's why I didn't put it in my 10, just because I was like, I feel like we've seen a lot already from this Bond. Not that I'm not excited, but I don't know. These other ones just intrigue me just slightly more here. But I'm definitely down to check it out as well. Come to us April 16th. One that we haven't seen a lot of, but I'm excited because I have faith that it might be cool. Mortal Kombat.
Is that Sub-Zero? Is that who? Oh, is that? I don't know who that is.
Might have been. It looks like him, unless it's a different character of him. Kids turn away if you're watching the video portion. Yeah, I've been a fan of the video games. The first movie is a lot of campy fun. Even the second movie is bad campy fun here. But they had that kind of internet show a little while back, and I think they've shown that you can make a really gritty, fun act. Oh my god, this is really violent. A really fun action flick. And I look forward to it here. I have faith that they're actually making something quite interesting here. So that's that RoboCop? Oh, hey, look at that. That fits my background.
Yeah, you got RoboCop and Rambo as well in this game as well. So,
RoboCop will not be in the movie.
No, it won't be. But it is kind of funny that they do have those type of characters in this new game, and it's as violent as you could ever wish. And they tried it with DC characters, and DC said, "No, we can't do that. We can't make it that violent." But so they didn't do it. There's Terminator as well. Look at that. You could have Arnold face, Stallone for that epic fight. Go figure. But anyway, so Mortal Kombat is your number 3. Is that correct?
Number 2.
Oh, you're number 2. Okay. I forgot where I was in this list. I was mesmerized by the graphics, though. My goodness.
I was too. I was watching that for fun. I wasn't even talking about the movie anymore.
The number 2 on my list was probably a little further down yours. But again, I love this franchise. It means a lot to me. Ghostbusters Afterlife, coming out on June 11th. Again, Jude Rudd. Paul Rudd. I'm sorry, Jude Rudd. Where the hell did that come from? I was thinking of somebody else. Jude Law, probably. Paul Rudd, and and of course the cast and a whole bunch of young kids as well. Let's not forget them. I can't remember names though. So there you go. Let's just forget them. Let's move on. But yeah, number 2 on my list is I wanted this one earlier last year. I didn't get it, but this year we'll get it. I hope. So there we go. and it's the Wolf Kid. What's his name? Wolf something? I don't remember.
You
From
got the
Stranger
best
Things.
name ever, dude. It's Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah, Finn Wolfhard from the Stranger Things show. So yeah, that he's your bigger name as well. So what do you got for your number one, the one that you can't wait to bust down the door to see?
My number one is you asked me not to smack you. I'm gonna have to smack you. My number one coming in, James Gunn, the Suicide Squad. I just went with what my heart wanted, man. My heart wants this movie here. I'm going to spoiler one of my news and notes later. It's been granted the R rating. This thing will be R rated the way it should be here. So we're not being cookie cutter like the last one. I'm glad we're getting Robbie back. Hey, I never thought I'd say this several years ago. I'm super glad we're getting Jai Courtney back. And then just all the other characters, Croc, John Cena, who's gonna have that HBO Max show. I'm so intrigued. I almost don't even want another damn trailer. They don't even do another trailer. I don't want to see anymore. I got my teaser. Just give me the movie now. I'm so looking forward to this Suicide Squad coming to US. By the way, how perfect is this? 4 days before my birthday, August 6th.
And you'll be just chilling at home, opening gifts, and just enjoying the present that is Suicide Squad. My number one, again, I like to call it a fitting bookend to the movie that I started with on my number 10. As we know, it was Malcolm and Marie starring Zendaya. And my movie number one also stars Zendaya, who's going to have a smashing year because she's going to be in the new Tom Holland Spider-Man film as well, if they ever get that one off the ground this year. I think it's coming out in December, I think, if all goes well in the world. But Dune is my number one. This one is a unbelievable cast with Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Jason Momoa, Timothy Chalamet, James Brolin, I believe, is in it. Yeah, Josh Brolin. I'm sorry, not James. I got excited. Wouldn't that be nice to see his dad in the work? Oscar Isaacs, Dave Bautista. Gosh, Stellan Skarsgård. See, Skarsgård, you can't keep him off the screen, But yeah, I am so excited to see this finally come to fruition, and it looks so unbelievably good. So I am excited to finally see a good, true adaptation, I hope, of the book, and this is going to probably be it. And I like I said, I'm just giddy for this one, and like I said, it's going to be Zendaya's year. She's going to be everywhere. So buckle up, people. She's going to be winning some Oscars too, I hear. If everything goes well for her too. So, yeah. So there you go. That's my number one. Dune.
Very nice, man. I look forward to that as well here. Denis Villeneuve is having a pretty darn good track record of things like this. So of any film he's done. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So what? Let's recap, my friend. Right? We're gonna recap it.
Recap now. Top 10 anticipated movies of the year 2020 for JPO. Number 10, Free Guy. 9, Ghostbusters Afterlife. 8, Candyman. Not considered the third time. Number 7, A Quiet Place 2. 6, The Matrix 4. 5, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. 4, Halloween Kills. 3, Godzilla vs. Kong. 2, Mortal Kombat. 1, Suicide Squad. What is your top 10 of the year, Dutch McAllister?
My number 10 is Malcolm and Marie. My number 9 is going to be Coming to America. My number 8, The Green Knight. My number 7 is Uncharted. Number 6, Spiral. Number 5, A Quiet Place Part 2. Number 4, Godzilla vs. Kong. Number 3, No Time to Die. Number 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife. And my number 1, Dune, coming out this year. I forgot to tell you, October 1st, when that one is slated to come out.
Now, real quick, before we move on, I thought it would be fun. I mentioned before, I was pulling up our old episode. This is what we were looking forward to last year. This is the top 10 from last year. So last year, I talked about A Quiet Place 2. 007, No Time to Die. Spiral. Wonder Woman 84. Hey, we got one. Free Guy. Morbius. Bill and Ted Face the Music. Hey, two of them. Halloween Kills, Coming to America, and Dune. 2 out of my top 10 were released last year. For you were looking forward to Birds of Prey. Hey, at least you got it. Mulan, you got it. 007 No Time to Die. Personal History of David Copperfield. Wonder Woman 1984. You had a better year than I did as far as your
Yes, I did.
Top Gun Maverick. What happened to Top Gun this year?
It fell out, man. I was looking at all these other ones. I'm like, I'll get to it. That's not what I'm going to rush to.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. Bill and Ted Face the Music. Hey, you got half your list, you greedy bastard. Godzilla vs. Kong and Dune. So our lists we had several repeats because that's how the year worked. So hopefully top 10 films anticipated of 2022 won't be Dune, Kong versus Godzilla.
Well, we might get Maverick in that one. Who knows what 2022 has to hold. But yeah, I you know what though, if you look at it, even the honorable mentions are very good films, and a Top Gun is probably going to be in the top 25 somewhere. I just, like I said, man, there's so many other things that bubble up, and we're happy to at least get. Hey, I had a good year. It sounds like for 2020 for my movies.
I have your list. I got 2. I'm not gonna rate. I'm rating.
I still have to watch Mulan though.
So you can watch it anyway. I also have not watched it. I watched the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I hear it's not even watchable for 10, so I can't wait.
It's a solid 2.5 so far for 10 minutes. It's filming. I can't judge it. All right, we're here at your favorite segment.
Yes, my favorite segment, since we already went through our top 10. You know what I think I need, Jordan? I need some news and notable stuff. Yes, wonderful news.
The box office this week coming in number 5. I don't even know how to pronounce it. So what's that movie with Hilary Swank? Fatal?
I didn't know she had a movie.
The one where people cheat and then the person that they cheat on, the person with, gets crazy and wants them and then kills them. I don't know, whatever. It made 700,000.
Good for her.
Million in its third week. Number 4, Monster Hunter made an extra $1 bringing it to $6 million in its third week. Number 3, News of the World with good old T. Hanks made $1 million, bringing that to $5 million in second week. Number 2, Croods New Age made $2 million, bringing that to $34 million in its 6th week. And number 1, Wonder Woman 1984 made $5 million, bringing it to $28 million in its second week. Dutch, if you're like me and you're looking forward to WandaVision, we're finally getting the premiere. We are only actually at this point now, by the time you see this, 2 days away, but 3 days now from WandaVision, Friday, January 15th. 2 episodes premiering over at the good old Disney Plus. Good news if you're someone like me and you were interested in several Quibi shows, but you didn't like the platform, Roku has nabbed the global rights to the Quibi library. So I guess it's for free. I guess there'll be maybe commercials, but you can watch those on your Roku now, which I look forward to. There's several shows: Kevin Hart, the Hemsworth brother, several things I want. Oh, Reno 911, I want to see on there. So glad we're gonna finally see that. I figured somebody would pick those up.
Well, it was only $5, so they picked it up for $5.
I'm sure it'll be released. Tree fitting. Season 2 has casted Catherine Zeta-Jones, adding her to the cast. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen a lot of her recently. Clancy Brown, who's done a lot of voice acting, is a really fun character actor, will be the villain in Dexter, the upcoming revival of Dexter. Morbius, which I think you had on your honorables.
Yes.
Well, you're going to keep waiting because that has already been moved. A couple moves here. Morbius has been moved from March. We're going to get it only in a couple months now to October. So October is the new Morbius release date. Also delayed from March. Boss Baby, the sequel, Family Business, has moved from.
Oh, that's a shit. What the hell's going on with Hollywood? And they're moving around great movies like that, great projects like Boss Baby 2.
From March 26th and September 17th of this year. And the rumor mill, my friend, you might have to wait longer to see 007. Some are saying that might get delayed as well here, but it's all rumors and innuendo until we know further.
Don't forget, they were very close to letting Apple buy them. So we don't know what's going to happen here. Apple may actually snatch it for their own and run it on their own network. So we'll see. They could do that. They came close almost with money last year.
I have your favorite part of the news segment right now. Are you ready?
Gossip?
Snyder Cut news. Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut. Henry Lennox has said that he has shot Martian Manhunter footage for the Snyder Cut. Added now.
Can he just soil all of the freaking DC legends? Can he just do that for us? Can he just whip out his penis and just start pissing on my world? I mean, come on.
I heard that the opening credits is him peeing on Booster Gold.
Oh, that's what I hear. I hear he's going to have somebody rape Booster Gold in the very beginning. Gold,
Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, shit. Oh my God! I will be so upset if he even touches Booster at this point. Oh my God! Oh, that's a bad day.
I'm a big the Suicide Squad getting the R rating, so that's good. A lot of people were just like Deadpool. You just never know anymore with these studios. Hulu and Netflix, man, as well as everyone, man, Amazon, Apple, all of them are just trotting out. It is no longer, oh, you're doing a Netflix movie? And they're getting A-listers all around the level.
Oh.
Joe Carnahan's new movie, The Boss Level, not Boss Baby, Boss Level. He's the director of The Gray and A-Team. March 5th with Frank Grillo, Naomi Watts, Ken Jeong, and Mel Gibson will be dropping. And Netflix just released a crazy sizzle reel of some of their upcoming 2021.
Oh.
I would show it, but the reason we got not demonetized, but the reason we got blocked last week is the Ozark trailer, evidently.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped showing the other trailer earlier. You were talking about something on Netflix. I showed it for 5 seconds. And I went, oh, wait. Because I don't know anymore. I guess Netflix doesn't want me to show their trailers. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's a shame. We pay. We should be able to show. We're not showing the movie.
Literally YouTube for free anyway. I don't know.
But you know what's funny is about that though. I have a list of everything that's coming out on Netflix this year, and I'm gonna send it over to you. It is unbelievable how much stuff is coming out every week on Netflix coming up.
This season real alone, man. You're talking The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence. A film directed by Adam McKay, by the way.
Yeah.
Elba, Melissa McCarthy in a superhero movie. Dave Bautista. We're finally getting. I know you're not a fan of the Snyder Cut, but I'm looking forward to Army of the Dead. I think.
I'll be on. I'll give that a look.
I'm looking forward to that. Chris Hemsworth's got something coming out. That sizzle reel is pretty crazy. Definitely worth checking that out here. Red Notice, I think, is the one with The Rock. So yeah, I mean, they're pulling everybody, man. So yeah, Netflix definitely has a lot coming out in the year 2021.
Yeah, it's going to be a big year. We don't have to leave our houses anymore, do we? I mean, literally, we just stay home, watch movies. We get together just for whatever. If you ever want to come over, just come over. I'll go to your house. I'm gonna, you come to mine.
You got. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. What else you got for me, man? Because I love that one because I saw that trailer, that sizzle reel that you were telling me about. I was gobsmacked.
About an hour ago.
I was very gobsmacked, especially with the Leonardo DiCaprio film coming out on it.
Yeah, I mean, I said to my friend, Steve Mesa again, shout out to Steve Mesa. It starts with The Rock and ends with Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, oh wow, they know how to book in a trailer or book in a sizzle reel because come on. And Jennifer Lawrence too, man. That's a fun pairing from Adam McKay too. I found out afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a political satire of maybe the apocalypse or maybe not apocalypse, but like a destruction thing, but it's satire, which is cool. I wanted to see maybe Leo do slightly more comedy, which I'm glad he's doing. He got his Oscar. Have some fun.
Well, yeah, I think now let's not tell him to go off and do the Cuba Gooding Snow Dogs or something.
Well, no. But I mean, like an Adam McKay comedy where you look at Big Short and Vice. It's not really comedy. It's not like. It's not Snow Dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not The Revenant either, where he has to lose weight and eat bear meat or whatever.
What's funny is, the one thing that I can't wait for on this Netflix sizzle reel. I didn't know if you noticed that the Kissing Booth 3 is going to be on there. To all the boys I've loved before, that movie that's going to come out this year.
Double toasted for including Kissing Booth 2 as one of the worst films of the year. Come on, Kissing Booth 3, get the F out of here.
I enjoyed it. I'm sorry. I enjoy these type of films. You know I do. I can't help it. But that's just what I am, a crazy sumbitch. Oh, man. Oh, you forgot to tell everybody else the good news. Sex in the City's being reboot? What? They've dusted off the old ladies and they're bringing them back out and they go do 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 do, whatever that theme song was. But don't forget, Kim Cattrall is not showing up. She doesn't like horseface Sarah Jessica Parker, so he doesn't like her. She doesn't like her, and they both hate each other, even though they always say they don't. But that's the reason why she's not there. So Kim Cattrall not going to be there. I say what they could do with that character. Now, if you're a big fan of this show, she had a battle with breast cancer in one season. Kim Cattrall's character, where she had to go through chemo and all this other stuff. You can kill her off and then have them somehow wrap around a funeral with her, and then they could have their 6 episodes or whatever they want to do to catch up with the girls. So there you go. I don't know if they've already filmed it, but if they haven't, there's your free little tidbit right there. Just ride her out forever.
Murder that main character.
Well, you got to do something if she ain't gonna show up. But
I heard that second movie was one of the worst movies. So.
Yeah, that part 2 is awful. I can tell you that. I've seen them, man. I watch everything, as you watch most of everything as well. But there you go. But anything else we got for us?
No.
Oh, good. Yeah, see? And I didn't depress anybody either tonight. I didn't bring anything like saying, hey, guess who's dead? And then go from there,
We'll do it now. We're so close.
No. I'm just saying. I usually spoil it. I'm looking for anything out here just in case there's anything good. There's not really much out there. So I think we nailed every good thing that's out there this week. So I'm happy. I learned some stuff. I'm learning that maybe Zack Snyder can make a good film for Netflix because I like Dave Bautista. So I'm gonna give him a shot.
Another Pete Davidson movie too. That's Suicide Squad. Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson, good for him. John Cena's coming out. Don't forget. You know what? I noticed I wasn't on our top 21, and I top 10. I mean, for 21, F9.
Yeah.
But again, I don't even know if it's going to be released this year. So they keep saying it will be.
It was on the list. I mean, it's as sure as anything else. So
yeah.
I had it on my possibility list. I jot down everything that might make it that count and go, okay, I have 24. I got to kill 10 of these. But yeah, that was one of those easy ones that after I was like, okay, I need to whittle down. I was like, I can whittle that down because I'm looking forward to it. I love John Cena, but the last Fast was just okay. And I don't know if this is gonna be anything different. The trailer didn't exactly make me go, oh, this looks totally different. And it's more the same is what it looked like to me. So
yeah, all they're doing, they're just bringing in the characters that they had before.
Yeah, right now I'm most excited by John Cena, and then how they can explain why that Asian guy is still alive.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know if we ever mentioned this, but you know what? Christopher Nolan's favorite Fast and Furious movie is?
No, I have no idea where you're going with this. The second, third?
Tokyo Drift, the one that ruins the timeline.
The one that you have to explain why it's a prequel, and the only one I haven't seen actually. Funny, the only one I've missed.
Yeah, I don't even know what the time. If people said, "Oh, so and so happened in this," I'm like, "Look, man, I just watched it. I don't really understand timelines anymore. I just watch a movie because a lot of those movies aren't there for cohesiveness. Okay, they're just there to watch, so you just watch them." But no, I enjoyed it. So, but yeah, it's not my favorite, but I can tell you right there, Christopher Nolan, congratulations. So, on your top, movie of the Fast and Furious franchise.
Let's get him to be the 10th one. Come on.
You mean wasn't Tenet almost like that with a lot of car chases and stuff, and then just backing it up?
We'll find out that was really a prequel too.
Yeah. So, but no, I'm excited. So I'm glad that we had this good day. We're going to talk about, I think, what next week we're going to talk about our top 10 of the year. Correct? Is that what we're going for?
Year 2020.
Yeah, top 10 of the year. I'm gonna actually bring out I'm gonna just do a fast rundown of my top 10 albums to listen to, if you really want to go for that. So I do have them. My number one still throws me. I love the album. I'm just shocked that it's number one on my list. So I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to tune in next week to see. Huh?
Taylor Swift.
She is in the top 10. She dropped 3 albums this year. She's a very hardy woman. Yeah, she dropped 3. She had an EP, and then she dropped her other album, Folklore, and then she dropped the follow-up to Folklore. So yeah, there's a lot of albums this year from Taylor. Taylor's been productive, and she had her own Disney special over there on Disney Plus about Folklore. So, yeah, it was Taylor Swift's year quietly. I became a Swiftie all of a sudden, I guess. I don't know, but she's in the top 5 guaranteed. So, but anywho, so with that, I'm gonna wrap this show up because I don't know how to wrap things up. I don't even know how to introduce shit. So I'm gonna wrap it up anyway. We'll try. Okay, ready? Okay. Thank you for joining us here at the Show About Shows. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us over on Twitter at Only About Shows, and also pick up the trivia, the Show About Trivias as well. Also over on the the network for the Pierce Wrestling Network. Over there, he has a great trivia show. I make a cameo over there. I get knocked out just like that, but hey, it was fun while I was there. He had 100 episodes. He has his 101st on there. A show about wrestling or trivia wrestling. I'm not sure how that title is over there. I'm bad with
Wrestling with Trivia.
Wrestling with Trivia, a better name than what I can come up with. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. So check that out. And there's a lot of other cool videos out there as well. RPW, your deal. You don't like to promote a lot on this show about it, but I do. But so RPW channel, go there. The next what's the name of your show over there? Invasion, Stampede. I'm awful with names. You know this, right? The last episode dropped. Rampage. Yes, RPW Rampage.
The new episode drops tonight or tomorrow, so very soon.
Okay. So the second episode's already up. The third one soon to be following. And again, a fantastic little wrestling company. If you love your independence, support RPW Wrestling. And just, like I said, man, I enjoy hanging with you as always, and watching your shows and seeing how productive you are. And hopefully 2021 will treat you very well in your other endeavors. Okay. So,
Thank you.
And I mean that. I'm not just saying that to get a pop from you or anything like that. I'm just saying it because I'm a good friend. So, but so do that. Go and like everything the Pierce Wrestling and Pierce Productions, and what's the other one that we have out there? RPW channel. Just go out there and like those. And again, independent wrestling. Love it. I enjoy it. I even call some of the action night. Very, very rare, but when I do, I have fun doing it. And like I said, I hope you nothing but the best in 2021 for that.
Dutch McAllister voice.
What?
Let's hear your Dutch McAllister commentary voice.
Listen to me, Owens. There's no reason why I'm even in this chair. There's no reason why I'm even here for you tonight, okay? There's no reason why I should be here. I should be down in Guatemala calling midget wrestling like I have been for the past 15 years.
Yes. Check the channel out to hear some more Dutch McAllister.
But no, I thank you again. And I wish everyone else there, if we haven't said it again, a Happy New Year. I know we've done a show in the new year, but this is a better show for the new year. So thank you guys. And there you go. Anything else you want to add to my wrap up? my long-winded road of a wrap-up.
No, I love it. It was a very beautiful, emotional wrap up. Good luck in 2021 to everyone. Be kind to one another. Well, we're just like 2020. We're in this together here. Let's try to be better, do better. Have a good year as much as possible here, man.
Get vaccinated when you can. Do it. We love you. We want to have you on around for the show. Like us.
Sounds like you were like, get vaccinated just so you can watch the show.
It's the only reason why somebody should get the vaccination for our show. That's all we should do.
Well, live for the show, according to Dutch. Thank you. For Dutch, Steve, Robo, and Jo. Good night.